The incident has major implications for the war on ISIS and peace in Europe. The head of NATO is calling for calm tonight after Turkey shot down a Russian warplane, killing at least one of two pilots. It is the first time the North Atlantic Alliance has downed a Russian or Soviet plane since the 1950s. Russian President Putin insists the plane was in Syrian airspace, but the Turks released this radar image, which they say shows the path of the plane, that dotted red line, as it briefly entered Turkey. Holly Williams begins our coverage.
Turkey says the Russian warplane strayed over a mile into its airspace. After 10 warnings without a response, a Turkish fighter jet shot it down. This video is thought to show its fiery descent, crashing down in northwest Syria. Turkey says this radar map shows where the aircraft briefly crossed over, but Russia denies its plane ever left Syrian airspace. And the visibly angry Russian President Vladimir Putin called Turkey's actions a stab in the back, describing the Turkish as terrorists' accomplices. Turkey had already warned Moscow about violating its airspace and says Russian planes did so twice in October. A Syrian rebel group posted this video, which seems to show the bloodied body of one of the Russian pilots. The fate of the other pilot is unknown. Russia and Turkey are on opposite sides of the Syrian civil war. Turkey, like its ally the US, supports the Syrian rebels, while Russia backs the Syrian regime and in September began launching airstrikes. Moscow claimed to be targeting ISIS, but the US says it's also hit so-called moderate rebels because Russia's real goal is to prop up Syria's dictator, Bashar al-Assad.
There were hopes that Russia could be coaxed into cooperating with the US and its allies in the fight against ISIS. But Scott, after this incident, that now looks even more uncertain.
Holly Williams reporting from Istanbul tonight. Holly, thanks.